I always felt like, being alone, being an introvert, this whole thing was a bad thing. It was always bad to be alone. I remember, especially in 11th grade, during the lunch breaks, everyone would head out of their classrooms, they'd go get into their little own, like, friend groups and stuff. And I had no friend group because I had no friends. I did not want to have any friends because I literally hated everyone there. And I kid you not, I would go take my headphones, these freaking earbud things, grab my phone, put it in my pocket, hide it in my pocket, go to the washroom. Those 20 minutes of that lunch break, I would spend it in the washroom listening to music until the bell rang and the next lesson started. Purely because, imagine I'm this introverted, socially awkward kind of guy, and the last thing I want to do is stand in front of like 100 other kids talking nonsense to each other. Like, it's a freaking nightmare, bro. That's a nightmare. Yeah, that was painful. I do not want to experience it. So I thought, spending it in the washroom would be a better idea, and that's what I did. I feel like the whole world makes it seem like, being alone is a bad thing. Or, you should be more expressive, you should be more vulnerable, you should express yourself, express your thoughts, express your opinions, don't keep everything hidden. And to a very large extent, I completely disagree with that. There's two different ways to being this alone introverted kind of guy. One is the one I just explained. You're not confident, you're actually socially awkward, you struggle to speak to people, hence you don't like being in that kind of a position. The second one is you're confident, you know what you want in life, you almost have your life sorted, you're still this quiet introverted guy, but you have your life sorted out, you know what you want, you know your goals, you're working hard on them, and most importantly, you attract things, you don't chase after things. When you were in school, or maybe perhaps you're still in school, college, whatever, there's this thought that you would have probably had that, there's this one guy that actually likes this girl, whatever, and she'll not give her attention to him. She will go after the guy who actually gives back close to no attention to her. The guy who actually ignores her is the one that, she will find attractive. And I used to not understand that as well, because it's kind of obvious. You have this one guy who's actually, trying to talk to you, and you ignore him and you go after someone who doesn't care about you. What? But there's this phrase that you would have probably heard: always chase, don't, no, it's always attract, don't chase. And it's the exact same concept. The moment you start, putting women on this pedestal, a lot of guys do it. I used to do it as well. In 2020, I had this girl that I liked, and I literally put her on a pedestal. I thought of her as this amazing something that I had to achieve, and I literally would value her text so much. I'd be like, every 30 seconds I'd be looking at my phone, oh, did she send me something? I try to act a certain way in front of her, I try to speak in a certain way in front of her, I try to basically portray a different version of myself in front of her. The moment you start doing this as a guy, especially, you're not going to attract any girl. I'm telling you, you're not going to attract anyone. They will go behind people who don't even care about them. That is women. That's literally how the freaking psychology thing works. And the man who's focused on his purpose, every man has a purpose, a mission that they're meant to do the moment they're put on this planet. The moment you start focusing on that, you realize what that is, and you actually work yourself up to that, that is when you will start attracting these women into your life. You can't go chasing after them. Oh, I want this. That's what I don't understand when people, ask, oh, why don't you get a girlfriend? Like if you, in my opinion, if you genuinely want a serious relationship, I'm not giving you advice, don't get me wrong, but it's just my opinion. You don't go chasing after it. Oh, there's a girl, I want her to be my... You focus on your purpose, and those things will naturally come to you. Even though you may not believe it, try it out for yourself. Go and listen to the successful people, and they will tell you. All of the successful people, what do they have in common? They're freaking successful. I think it's obvious now. You don't go chasing after them. You work yourself up. You keep leveling up on your own life, and those things will come to you. Never ever ever put a woman on a pedestal. I may be 18, I may be young. You may ignore my advice. I do not care. But one thing I'll tell you is, don't ever think of them as this amazing or something that you have to work so hard to achieve. They're just a human being. And I'm not lying when I say this. The moment you develop this personality trait as a man, your whole life is just dedicated towards your purpose, working on yourself. I kid you not, that is more attractive than a guy who actually looks good, has an amazing physique, has amazing freaking hair, whatnot. Trust me, just focus on yourself. And think of it, you're focusing on yourself. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to be more financially free. And those things, women and stuff will come to you. It's pretty obvious. Don't go, just chasing after things. Chasing after things is the worst thing you can do. Chase after your goals, not women. I hope you get my point. And if you're depressed, you're sad, you need to learn, you need to get more confident and stuff. I have multiple programs that I have set up on my school community. Go ahead, check it out. It's $5 each program, and it's literally a full guide. Like, I've spoken about every single experience that I've gone through in my life, the difficulties I've gone through, and how I have come out of it, literally one by one. I'm not going to force you to do so. $5. You want to spend it on that? Go ahead. I'd rather have you spend it on that than some help yourself. That's all I'm going to say. See you tomorrow. or whenever the next video uploads.